Yo, what's up? Yeah, this is a sports video, really. Just something that's very interesting to me in this sport called MMA. There's a character, his name is Conor McGregor. Now, this man right here, he is the representation of the devil in MMA. You understand? This man just popped up on the scene and they claim that he is more popular than John Jones and he did more for the company than John Jones. Well, we all know that's not true because they say ain't no publicity is bad publicity. All publicity is good publicity, even if it's bad. And ever since John Jones entered the UFC, ever since Anderson Silva, because I remember when they used to boo him, they used to just fill up the arena just to boo him. And they knew he was, they used to, it was just so funny, man. Anyway, they claim this man, Conor McGregor, is the biggest thing in MMA. And I used to be wondering why are they spreading these, everybody's like, oh, Conor this, Conor that. And I realized, this man have an image of a demon, of the devil on his neck. And this is why he's so popular. And this is why he reached where he reached. Is he is an occultist. You understand me? He's being pushed by spirits. And that's why he can do almost anything he wants to do. And it's not a big deal. You understand? John Jones get in trouble. They do stories on him for the whole month. Conor McGregor get in trouble. You hear about it once for the week and it disappears. You understand? There's a very good MMA reporter. His name is Jesse on Fire, and he does non-biased, non-racial commentary on MMA sports. And even he did a story on the fact that they have not even been testing Conor McGregor for steroids. Now, speaking of steroids, which Conor McGregor, I assume he is taking, right? Because I've been watching MMA for a long time, right? Because I used to be an athlete, if you want to know why, right? It's just a sport. It ain't the best sport, but it's a sport. And anyway, we've been fighting for our lives when we got here. So, anyways, steroids, right? So Conor now, I seen Conor when he first started to do MMA. When he came from plumbing, he was a fat, pudgy dude. He ain't had no kind of muscularity whatsoever. Sort of like George St. Pierre. I seen pictures of him when he was a teenager. He ain't had no type of muscle. He looked like a skinny nerd. You understand me? All of a sudden, these men, these people reach in their 20s, 1920s, and all of a sudden they just become big, muscular, brolic dudes. Nah, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. Understand me? I remember also, I'm old enough to remember also, I used to collect comic books when I was a young man in America. I used to collect comic books, and they used to have pictures of those old European pictures of so-called bodybuilders back in those times. And those dudes didn't have no type of muscularity that they have right now in the pictures that they have right now. Even the European woman, she ain't had no type of body. The body you see them with now, that they get from taking all them melanin pills, and consuming all them soccer ball pills. You understand me? They didn't have that type of body. But they want to accuse us of taking steroids, right? I knew black people in high school I know a dude in high school that was like 5'4", and he could have dunked. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I know dudes in high school doing windmills. What steroids? Dudes don't even got. Dudes like, are you crazy? Right, bro. These are things we can do just naturally. We don't need steroids, and we always was muscular. Always. But they want to accuse us of taking steroids. It's just like how everything else work in this world. It's just a joke. Why would they? You think they made steroids for us? Understand me? When we entered sports, they had to exit. They had to play a lesser role. Why would we need an advantage? For what? Anderson Silva. They say Anderson Silva was on steroids. This man never went up. Even when he went up to 200 pounds, his frame was pretty much the same. He didn't look like St. Pierre. He don't look like Conor. Even John Jones at 205 pounds. Look at how Vitor used to look at 205 pounds. You want to compare? As a matter of fact, they started accusing John Jones of taking steroids after he took the fight with Vitor, who was on steroids and nearly broke his arm. Now, if I were John Jones and they let a man fight me on steroids and he nearly broke my arm, I might start taking steroids too. I don't know. But I guess that's fair to them. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know how this thing works. Anyway, yeah, your boy Conor got a demon on him, and that's why he is beloved. Because, in this world, you know what they love in this world. You know what they back in this world. They throw it up all the time. And that's the only reason this man is the most popular man in the UFC. And ain't no other reason.